2020. Should you rent or buy a home? Prices are surging in both cases, which makes it complicated. Buying versus renting. There's limits on how much a landlord can charge in California, but that price can increase annually. However, that what we know so far is that the prices of renting a home in the Central Valley has gone up so much that it's almost made better to make sense to buy a home. But most people are discouraged or don't think that home ownership is within reach. But my name is Marshawn Govan. My NLMS license number is 1370676, and I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer. And so I have the background education as well as able to pre-qualify and get you through the home buying process. But most people, they look at their credit scores. There's two types of credit scores. There's a credit score that you see online with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Most people get that confused with their mortgage score, which is your tri-merge score. That score that you see online is like a FACO score. That score is completely different. It's actually way different on what, lenders are looking at. And so to pre-qualify for a home loan or mortgage, you have to have a 620 credit score. But we're going to keep things in mind. There's some key points that, I want to discuss here. Home prices are rising faster than rents, which is shrinking the affordability gap between being a homeowner and a tenant. And so, with that in mind, you got to keep, how are you going to achieve, the goals of home ownership? Well, the interest right now, before it was a seller's market, but right now the tides are shifting to becoming a buyer's market. And so buyers are now should be asking for those sellers concessions. What that is you're telling them, hey, give me extra money towards my interest rate that will lower it down. The other strategy you can use is a 2-1 buy down. What that is basically like an ARM, but it's also a 30-year fixed mortgage, and where the first 2 years of your mortgage, you can reduce your interest rate by 2%. So no matter what the market interest rate is, that shouldn't be a deterrent or something to discourage you from moving forward, because keep in mind, you're riding the wave now, and what goes up always must come down. And so these interest rates are not going to stay, at the levels they are. They're going to come down. And when they come down, then that's where you're in a better position to refinance, out of that, interest rate to a lower interest rate. Number 2, single family homes are less affordable than they have been in just over 3/4 in the U.S., the highest total in 13 years. And so, you also, home ownership is more affordable than renting in suburban and rural areas, but it's cheaper to rent in big cities. You also got to work with a good mortgage loan officer that puts your interests at heart. Getting pre-approved before you start home shopping. You also have to find a good realtor that knows the local market. You also have to file 2 years of tax returns. And depending on if you're self-employed, then we'll get into another discussion about that. But you also got to keep in mind what the 4 C's of what the 4 C's are for qualifying for a mortgage. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or re-entering the housing market, qualifying for a mortgage can be intimidating. But learning, what lenders are looking for and deciding whether to make a loan, you'll be more confident in navigating the mortgage application process. Now, remember, the next thing is you got to have a credit score of a 620 or higher FICO score. You also got to have collateral. That's kind of having, some skin in the game, capacity and cash to close. Standards differ from lender to lender, but but these are the components, the 4 C's that lenders will evaluate in determining whether they will make a loan: capacity, capital, collateral, and credit. And so, I want to also, give a little bit brief background, about the company that I represent. I represent MKG Enterprises Corp., which is a third-party originator. NLMS ID number 1370394. Is a diversified digital finance company focusing on serving low income and moderate income communities while promoting equal and fair access to home ownership to first time home buyers and existing homeowners, FHA, conventional, VA, jumbo loans, non-qualified mortgages, and DSCR. I will use my expertise and best in class technology to help my clients be effective in their home buying decisions. My mission is to serve my clients with powerful financial analysis to equip them to make better decisions and achieve greater results. with that being said, not everyone is home ready to, step into buying a home. And so, they might need a homeowner's toolkit. And so, that's what a good loan officer would do for their clients is, get them rapid rescore, help, or, maybe, some credit counseling that would, get them to where, they're able to, affordably, realistically get a home loan. And so, remember, you can come in with a 620, but you can go as low as a 500 credit score, not the FICO score, but a 500 tri-merge score. And so, what does that consist of? The things that, looking at is, keeping your credit card utilization down. Some people say 30, some people say 10, depending on your debt. But, with our program, we'll give you a free credit counseling, 30-minute, no obligation, no out of cost, because every client is not a client. We're not here to, nickel and dime anybody, so basically, our credit specialist will not take your money if there is not an opportunity for you to achieve your home ownership goals. Also, if you're not able to get the results within 90 days, you get your money back, because, no one wants to waste anyone's time, and also, have a bad reputation saying, that, we took you on a ride or a roller coaster. And so we're here to achieve results. So we want serious people that are really motivated and committed. And, once again, how long does this process takes? Once you have all your documents and you submit a loan application, you get a pre-approval as soon as the next business day, 24-hour turnaround time. How soon is it going to be for you to, get the keys in your hand and to be a homeowner? 14 days. But I like to under promise and over deliver. And so we like to also give ourselves a little, extra time in between that. So let's set it at 20 days. However, you can close your loan in 14 days or less. And that's also good for the realtors. That's also good for the home buyer. And that's also good for the selling agent, because now, you can get paid just like if you had a W-2 twice a week. So if you close 2 loans in a month, depending on when you close your loan, you're getting paid, a paycheck every 2 weeks. That's how fast that we're closing, and we're bringing, getting these loans funded and closing, in a timely manner. Once again, we're not a retail bank, but however, we're independent mortgage brokers. So we work 7 days a week. We work around the clock for our clients to get to the finish line. And so that's the difference between, somebody once told me, and said, what's the difference between hungry and starving? If you're hungry, you can wait a little bit, you can wait until you get to where you got to get you something to eat, or, you'll make a sandwich or whatever. But when you're starving, man, you'll do anything, to make, to survive. And so that's how we're looking at with our clients. We're not just, hungry, we're starving for success. We're starving to, make it to the top and also be the number one mortgage or lender here in the Central Valley. And so, our goal is to, make sure our clients, are achieving their goals, and also making sure our clients are making informed and educated decisions. And we're putting more people in homes, regardless of, their background, their walks of life, their credit situation. We believe in equal opportunity credit, equal opportunity credit education, credit counseling, as well as, helping our clients, get to the finish line of also getting out of the cycle of being renting and becoming home ownership. If you like what you're hearing, I'm available. You can reach me directly at my work number at 559-337-5990, or you can visit us on our website at mkgenterprisescorp.com.